The teacher who learned a lesson from the stars. Wow. My daughter, Riley, has been obsessed with marine biology since she was 5. She doesn't just watch documentaries, she memorizes them. She can tell you the exact pressure levels of the Marianas Trench, or why a blue whale's heart is the size of a golf cart. 18. But last week, Riley came home from middle school looking defeated. She told me her science teacher, Mr. Thorne, spent the entire period insisting that sharks are mindless man-eaters that can smell a single drop of blood from miles away. 34. Riley, being Riley, raised her hand. She politely explained that while sharks have a great sense of smell, they don't actually care about human blood, and they definitely aren't mindless. She even mentioned a study from a famous researcher she follows. 51. Mr. Thorne didn't just disagree, he scoffed. He told her, maybe you should spend less time on YouTube and more time reading the actual curriculum, Riley. He then gave her detention for disrupting the lesson with misinformation. 08. I was livid. I tried calling the school, but the administration just backed him up, saying he's a veteran educator. That's when I decided to play my trump card. 21. My cousin, Sarah, is a senior researcher at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I told her the story, and she was appalled. 30. 2 days later, I volunteered to bring in a guest speaker for Career Day. Mr. Thorne looked smug until Sarah walked in, wearing her full research gear, carrying a laptop. 44. She didn't just talk, she showed high-definition footage of her literally swimming with great whites without a cage. She showed data proving that sharks are actually incredibly selective and cautious. 58. The best part? One student asked, is it true they can smell blood from miles away? Sarah smiled, looked right at Mr. Thorne and said, that's a common myth found in outdated textbooks. In reality, it's physically impossible. 02.15. Mr. Thorne turned a shade of red I've never seen before. The principal, who was watching from the back, ended up overturning Riley's detention on the spot. 02.26. Now, Riley's misinformation is actually framed on the classroom wall as a fact of the week. And Mr. Thorne, well, let's just say he's a lot more careful about what he says around my daughter. 02.40. Always stand up for the truth, even if it has teeth.